And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he avoids the sack.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Boilermakers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored, but man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Second down to the air. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll ride him again. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. Got him on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And that last one is not one that will remain a staple of this passing attack. The illegal forward pass brings up 3rd and long. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his big tight end. And they swarm him under.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his man on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Going to the running game. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Wide receiver going in motion. Snapped on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Duff. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in, maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Stepping to the right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Rashad Downs going up top. Fires it. That one just came off his hand badly.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. In the red area, it's Gibson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 4 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Badgers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Gibson again. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Pickup of 13. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Still looking to his right. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Gibson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Escapes the pressure going right. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
With the catch, it's Duff. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you're a quarterback and you throw a comeback route, you really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline, making it look like he's running way down the field. Nice connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back on the move. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. He he's got an open man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Just got rid of that one.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Purdue! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Finds his big tight end. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Left side is Duff. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Floats it out in space. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that, make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rid of it on the RPO. Here's a little room there. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They give it to him again. There he goes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this.
It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house.
Number 42, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. First play of this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds, has enough for the first down, and that conversion keeps hope alive.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Duff. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Booster. Go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Do it. Here we go. Ready to go.
Wants to throw one first. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,